have no internet. I have no internet. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brianne. Well, it's been a long night. So let me tell you my story, if you don't mind listening. Well, first of all, let me show you how beautiful it is out here today. We are just having an absolutely beautiful, beautiful day out here. And this is Grandma's porch, and hopefully I will get out for a run today. We are going on to Monday. They are making it so everybody has to stay in their homes, as you all know what's going on in the news. And so I don't look forward to that, because that means, like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go out for my daily 5-mile run, but maybe I have to check on it. But I haven't been able to check on it because I haven't had the internet. So you're probably saying, well, if you have no internet, how are you going to come on here and put this video up? Well, I have HOTSPOT on my phone. So you set the phone next to the computer and it gets internet, but it's very, very, very slow. And long story short, I was uploading my videos about 6:30 last night. And when I was uploading the videos, all of a sudden the internet went out. And normally it just comes right back up, or on in an hour, something like that. But it didn't. All night long, it was out until 6 o'clock this morning. When it went back up, for some reason, our Wi-Fi box that connects all the computers did not go up with it. And so I called the service people, the cable people, and they walked me through it, and nothing worked. So I have to go over this morning and take the box over, and hopefully they'll exchange it, and hopefully that will solve the problem. If it doesn't, at 2 o'clock they're sending out the serviceman, and hopefully he will be able to fix it. My son and I are both going to college. As you know, I'm 62 years old and I go to college, and we're very dependent upon the internet, especially now because we can't go to classes. All of our classes are online. So I didn't get much sleep last night because I was up talking to the internet people in the middle of the night and trying to figure it out and see if I could fix it. I didn't think I could fix it, but I was trying. Got to give me credit for that. And so I realized how dependent we have become upon the internet. I remember back in 1995 first hearing about the internet when we lived in Europe. My husband came home from work and he said, "Guess what? There's this new thing and you get to surf it." And I said, "You mean like a surfboard?" He said, "No, silly, not like a surfboard." And he explained it to me, and later we got a box computer, one of those big old box computers, and so we set everything up with that, and so that was pretty cool. And then we got internet shortly thereafter, and then I took classes for the internet through my work, so I learned a lot about the internet at that time. So that was very, very helpful. And now we find ourselves doing everything on the internet. College, all of our networking, our people do their banking online, they do their business online, they do just about everything online now. And so when the internet goes down, I think we feel more helpless than if our phones went down, or our cable went down, or even if our electricity went off. I think we feel more helpless with the internet going out. And because so much is done now with the internet. And so, as far as I'm concerned, I'm thankful for HOTSPOT, but it's so slow that I'm not, it takes forever to load a video, and it takes forever to do very much on the computer. And so hopefully I get it back today. And, I remember back when we had dial-up and, dial-up internet. And all that little noise that went with it, and it would block your phone line so nobody could call you. And I remember my first flip phone I got in 2001 when we came back from Europe, although I did have one while we were in Europe. I think Europe was a little bit ahead than we were at the time. And then, well, actually, we had one of those real big, bulky telephones you plug into the car cigarette lighter, and that was like 1993, and it was very expensive. For local calls, it was like $25 a month for 30 minutes, so it wasn't cheap. It wasn't unlimited or anything. And I even remember before we had unlimited calling throughout the country, you know, we used to have to pay 25 cents a minute to talk if we wanted to call out of the local area. So things have really changed for the better, and yet we've become very dependent upon these things. So it's kind of mixed in a way when you become so dependent upon something, and then when you don't have it, you don't know what to do. So hopefully we get it up so my son and I can do college work, and I can make my YouTube videos and do everything else that I do, because I can't even read the news right now because it's on the internet. So hopefully it will be up. I'm praying. Yeah, I remember rotary phones. I remember party lines. I remember rabbit ears and getting one TV channel. I remember getting the first cable, and that was like in the late 60s, and we got 13 channels, and we thought we were rich. And then in the early 80s, I remember getting my first answering machine and the phone that you walk around with rather than have to sit. And then I remember getting my first VCR and my first microwave, all which were very expensive at the time. They were not cheap like they are now. So so we do become dependent upon things, and the things that we become dependent upon, when they're taken away from us, you know, sometimes we don't know what to do. So that's the downside of having the internet. The upside is it just connects us all over the world, and it's wonderful what we can do with it. So I'm very grateful for it, and I hope I get it back today. So anyhow, from my house to yours, may God bless you, and I hope to talk to you all soon again. And I better get out of here and get over to the cable company and take that box over there and exchange it. So I'll talk to you all soon again. Bye-bye.